And we are live.
I'm
Hello,
alive.
family.
It's
We-
alive.
Yeah, we are. Well, I'm halfway, but
Yeah, how are you feeling?
my ears, it's in my ears now, so I'm trying to get it to drain, so to speak. But
Dig it out. Dig it out.
doing all the things, the tea, the soup.
Here, you can use this.
I
Dig it out.
haven't.
Dig it out.
I did when I got out of the shower today, Kim. Thank you very much.
And you heard him, so you did a good job.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So
I didn't realize I was that loud.
Well, I'm waiting for that deep raspy voice. I don't want you to get sick, but I'm waiting for the deep raspy.
Okay, then. Now we'll just go ahead and do this then.
Now, if I sounded like that when I was sick, everybody'd say, "Can you get sick again?" Okay.
I'd be like, is that you, Barry White?
Yeah. So, suppressed inventions from humanity. Did everyone do their homework?
We did some. I think. Well, at least we did at this end.
Yep.
I
I did. I have all my notes.
I have all my notes.
Ooh, he did do homework.
Everybody gets a gold star today.
Actually, if you look at it, hold on, which page is it? I was actually sleeping through the notes.
Wow.
Were you writing while you were sleeping?
Yeah, I got to try to remember what I wrote.
Yeah,
Do you
because you
know
can't read
that
your
every
writing.
time we do like 5 or 6 pages of notes, and then we only cover like 2 or 3 topics, but we'll hit
I
what
just
we
I
can.
just do bullet points. That's all.
That's all right. Bets, I got your email, love. I'm going to email you back right after the show, okay? And coffee shops are open, King. You can pop yours in there in the chat
Pop
if you
mine
want.
in there. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna open this up. We're gonna have a little discussion, and then you guys can throw your questions in, and we'll do that in the second half of the show. So, there's lots of things that have been kept from humanity, but how I started it out is why. And of course, we know they got to make a buck, and they have to stay in control.
Yep.
Hey, must be the money.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and I found out that the government, this is the United States, in 1952 started the Invention Secrecy Act.
Oh,
Mhm.
So they could keep people from inventing things that they had no control over, and they deemed it detrimental to national security.
Yeah, oh yeah.
well, I believe that because I trust my government 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I think they should control all of our lives.
Oh, of course. We're just willing to give it all up, right?
I need to send more money. They're hurting.
Yeah. In 2017, as of that year, there were 5,784 patents that belonged to the U.S. government under secrecy orders.
Wow.
Now, if you do the 3D Q following, all that kind of stuff, they've talked about these 6,000 patents that are out there that have to do with inventions. A lot of it has to do with our healthcare, because I think that's huge. I mean, we'd all like to be able to get into a vehicle that doesn't cost us any money, but I think our health is probably number one.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of big pharma, even before med beds and all of that, just understanding that they can't poison Gaia anymore. And that we learn, a lot of us are learning a lot of apothecary and throwing ourselves into making our little brews. Legal ones, I'm just saying.
Well, even the illegal ones, they can't define it now. What is illegal now?
Yeah. Well, look how many decades we went before you couldn't use hemp, marijuana, or any of that. Now they encourage you to do it. Now the question is, do they do it to keep you dumbed down in a fog?
Yeah.
Well, I think when probably back in the 60s or whatnot, hemp was suppressed mostly because they thought it was marijuana that they were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a difference. Yeah.
Yep.
As they guard the poppy fields.
Isn't that funny? Mm-hmm.
I'm buying a hemp rope so I can smoke it.
Hey.
Well, let's start with hemp. You know, they had a car that was built by hemp. You couldn't break it. You
Yes.
couldn't get in a car accident. The body shops would have been out of business.
Yeah.
That's
I thought that was interesting that they had a hemp. I mean, not only is it soft enough and pliable for fabric, but you can build a car and it's stronger than steel.
Yeah. I think was that. Let's see. I wrote that down.
And have it run on water instead of gas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stanley Meyer did that.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you
there
think
was-
if they did steam engines for trains, why can't you do that for cars?
Oh,
Well-
and not only that, also there was an invention that was done where they found a way to burn salt water. And we all know how much salt water we have. So if they
We
can
might be running
burn
low.
that, that's energy.
Yeah. Well,
I put a turkey in there while I'm running it on salt water. They, basted.
Turkey.
yeah, we'll make our own brine. We'll do all the
Yeah,
things
basted.
multitask, right?
Drive and cook at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys hear about the Ogle carburetor?
Yes.
All right. That was a carburetor made by a 24-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
He could ride on 100 miles from 1 gallon of gas. And he patented it. I knew I was going to have a hard time saying that word. I used to stutter when I was a kid, so it was not a good thing for me to say.
I don't stutter, and I do that to words, so that's okay.
And he turned out $125 million to sell his patent. He turned it down and then mysteriously died.
At the age of
Right.
24.
And he wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
There were a few like that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so we did that one. And then what happened to Stanley Meyer, the one who did the water? Something
Same.
happened to him. Yeah.
Yeah, he passed too suddenly.
I
Without
was
notice.
watching about Stanley Meyer and how he was creating to separate the hydrogen from the oxygen and how he would get it to go based on water and how he invented it. He used an old pickle jar.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
said, I don't know, but he sounds redneck to me. And some of the best inventions come from rednecks.
So when he separated, it came out moonshine, right?
Hey,
So
I didn't see any copper wires or tubing, but that's okay.
in the tub.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Let's continue with the cars then. About Tucker 48, the Tucker car.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They built that for safety. And what was that year? I didn't write it, but he was the first one to put seatbelts in the car.
Mhm.
Which
We never
Well,
used.
that was prior to 1960, wasn't it?
Yes, it was
Or
prior.
was it in the 60s? I don't know.
But the 3 automakers decided to say they didn't like that idea, so they called him. He went to jail on stock fraud, mail fraud.
Oh yeah, they came up with all kinds of things. And didn't he die in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's another one. Do I have any more cars? Let's see.
We have
Well, I want to do. You remember I told you I want to add some Tartarian in there.
Yeah.
There's that
I don't
Dianos.
have any fish.
It's Dianosphere. Tartar.
Tartar. I have no fish.
But Tartarians, they did this technology, these heathens, that it had motorized Dianosphere. It was a one wheel that they sat in and drove. And I believe it was also from Free Energy.
Mhm. Yep. Well, it's the same thing that powered all of their buildings. We've studied those pictures where they have those antennas
Yeah.
up on top, and even their water canals and how they would go under and just water flow and hydropower. Basically, there's a lot of different ways you can get free energy.
Mm-hmm. You're going to show that picture or no?
Yeah, I can show it.
Okay.
Which one do you want?
The car, the whatever I said it was.
Okay.
Diana Sphere?
Yeah, I watched this one last night. It was quite interesting.
I mean, I believe that what I found was even, look at that. You could have watched that video, Tartaria technology. Even a woman drove. Man, how suppressed were we a long time ago?
Oh, no.
I mean, this is news to us.
Yeah. Just
And-
one here.
I wonder if they voted in Tartaria, the women.
Yeah, women.
They may have run the whole show. You never know.
And I heard that they also developed the Zeppelin back then.
Led Zeppelin?
Well, they didn't sing. That's annoying. So
Wasn't made out of lead, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it could have been. There was protection. There was also EV1, the first electric car, was discontinued due to oil companies complaining they won't sell their oil.
Mm.
I think that's what I'm done with all the cars. If you guys
Not to mention that car that I sent the question in on your show Monday, where the students got together and came out with an engine that went 10,000 miles to a gallon.
Yeah, and I believe electric cars were out way before combustible engines, before fossil fuels were even considered to be used.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody gives Ford credit for starting the automobile industry, but it's been around for a really long time.
Oh, they suppressed it during the mud floods. I believe everything was covered. So they started a new technology.
Well, they probably weren't making enough money off the people.
Yeah. Then airplanes too. You know, they were probably around when 1800s when aliens and cowboys were going at it.
There you go. Before the Wright brothers, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the movie Cowboys and Indians and they get in their car and they take off after each other? I don't think that would be good cowboy movies. All righty. Okay, so what I when you were talking about health, we could talk about the Rife machine.
Yes. That was interesting. Which the Rife machine is coming back. If you can afford it, it is coming back, and people are waking up to it because it's all based on vibration and frequency. And how he was proving that he could kill viruses and cancer cells.
Yep.
And the scientists didn't like it. But what was more interesting is all of his research, everything that he did was destroyed in a fire.
I know.
How convenient.
Isn't it? However, Jen, you know about it, but I do own an offshoot of the Rife machine. It's called the Oberon. And it does do a biometric test on you based on frequency.
Yeah.
I still am trying to learn it. It does wonders, guys. It really does wonders. I can even say, do you know that your blood or skin or hair has a memory that if I were, and Jen, we did that when I first met you in West Virginia, you could put a blood sample on this tissue. I go to another state, country, whatever, and put this on the Rife machine or put this on the frequency machine, and healing that blood will go all the way to the person of this DNA.
Is that right? When you taking your next trip?
Let me punch you in the nose then, and it collects a sample there, King. But no, I still have to learn it, but it is an amazing thing.
She was doing those scans on me and showing me what these little parasites and microscopic things look. I was naming them all because they reminded me of objects out in the world, and I'm like, "Whoa, okay, I've got corn on the cob living in me." It was crazy.
It was great. How many parasites there were? I know.
Yeah, I'm just a walking parasite.
I'll tell you, with this Oberon, I've had pain in my teeth for a while. And it's a headphone. You put it on, it's very quick, and it goes through frequency, and it comes back and tells you what your problem is. Well, they found this parasite that was in my mouth, and she reversed the frequency so it will heal me as the headphones were on. Haven't had any problems since.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was that. Also, for all you smokers, they developed safe cigarettes that didn't have cancer-causing agents in there.
Carcinogens. Yep.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yep.
Also, they found out there was a cure for heart disease, but AMA thought it was quackery.
Sure they did. Yeah.
They found out heart disease was from long time, like a scurvy, vitamin C and lysine deficiency. Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Well, that's why they tell you if you've got heart issues not to eat a lot of red meat. But I'm sorry, but you can eat a balanced diet and still eat red meat. Some people are more prone to it, I think, but
I think a lot of the diets ought to go more with the blood type.
Yeah.
True. But you know, even still, with all of the special diets that they have out there, until our food is cleaned up, we still run the risk of getting poison, all these toxins, and all the stuff that they spray in our food and our air and on Gaia. We can do all the work we can, but it really has to be cleaned up.
Well, that's what I was going to talk to you about, red meat. Red meat, the way they fabricate, let's say, manufacture meat, red meat, these cattle are very stressed.
Yes.
And that causes a negative energy in red meat. That's why they say stay away from red meat.
Yeah.
However, if we go back and we raise our own cattle, like even which one is that? Is it a Wagyu beef or is it
Wagyu?
I think it is Wagyu, and
ragu.
No, not in Italy. It's in China, but they have this beef that it is expensive because each calf that is born has its own carekeeper.
Yes.
That makes it less stressed and supposed to have tender and healthier meat.
You can buy it, but man, is it expensive.
It is. So I haven't had it. Well, supposedly, let's say I had it, but it was the worst tasting. I was so depressed that I had that meat.
Wow.
I think it was not really what it was supposed to be. Okay. What do we want to go into now?
How about Harry Huxley's remedies for curing cancer? We know how many things out there that we have never touched that are all natural that can cure cancer, and not one place like any hospital or research like what's that one from Danny Thomas?
Danny Thomas, kids.
St. Jude's?
Yeah, St. Jude's. How many years have they been in operation? They've always had the cure for cancer.
You mean like Mayo Clinic?
Well, even the Mayo Clinic, yes.
It's all right. I had
natural herbs out there like dandelion root and stuff,
Well, that's why they put pesticides on that. We got to kill something that's good for you.
Of course.
Yeah, well, I had testing done years ago at the Mayo Clinic. I had so many things wrong with me. Well, still do. Did testing.
Well, I was going to say.
They were supposed to, there in the Cleveland Clinic, and they both, these top of the line hospitals, came back and said, there's something wrong with you, but we don't know what it is. So I just gave up. I quit. I'm like, fine, whatever. And that's when I started learning about natural herbs, and the only good stuff out there really comes from Gaia. And our Creator gave us everything that we need.
Yeah. I don't think there's a plant or like a plant out there today that doesn't cure something.
Right. It's
Okay,
just it's sad to think about what man-made diseases that they've created, but I'm sure that our creator still has a cure.
Well, I think cancer was
Speaking of,
probably a man-made disease.
Mm.
speaking of plants, do you think some negative off-worlders also put negative plants in here for us? So we don't realize that it, like for example, poison ivy, for example, Venus flytrap. I mean, that looks like an alien itself.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Venus flytrap has a use, though, keeping the young flying critters out of the way.
well, that's true.
Uh,
I think that we've addressed looking at off-worlders bringing other plants here
Yeah.
and transplanting them to see how well they do. And of course, it's just like animals; things get crossbred all the time, cross-pollinated, and man even creates new species. So, I think anything is possible.
Yeah, because every time I get touched by poison ivy, I'm like, why was it made? I mean, what is the purpose of it besides getting a
Right.
sting of the grass? So I just, I know God gave us so much medicinal things, and I would love to see our pharmacies look like those old Chinese pharmacies with dried up plants and
Yes, the
make it
herbs.
yeah, the herbs, and I would love to see that come back.
Well, the Chinese come over here and pay top dollar for some of our things that are only grown here in North America. Like here, patches, they are huge on buying our ginseng. I
Really?
mean, by the ton, because it has such great benefits.
And
Very
we go over there and buy their
Garbage.
chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Okay. We could say that. I would say buy everything else, but chopsticks, we'll go for chopsticks.
Right.
All
We'll
right.
open a fortune cookie every once in a while. And
There
see
you go, fortune cookies. They're the sound of wisdom there. Yes.
There you go. That's where I get all my answers. I just pretend to read tarot. Yeah.
You mean I didn't earn this weight by not getting wisdom?
There you go.
All right. What are we done with health things, or do we have other ones?
Okay. Well, we still have the transportation.
You still have transportation?
We haven't even gotten into the anti-gravity
Oh yes, I have
That's
that.
true.
Okay, go for it.
flying saucers from the not so good.
There's no such thing as flying saucers. My government told me.
There is actually, if you took a teacup off of the saucer and
I was gonna say
flung
flying bowls, plates, spoons. Yep.
That's really anti-gravity, but
Hello, hubby.
and then you have the magnetic levitating trains that are underground that they've been using for decades that we haven't been
back.
And it brings to mind that maybe sometime in the past we probably had flying cars.
Oh yeah, you could bring an elephant into the subways. Did you? Yeah. Did you ever know that?
Is it a therapy pet?
No, you take the S off of the sub and you take the F off of the way.
What?
You take the F off of the way. The word way, you take the F off of the way. You guys are supposed to say there's no effing way. Come on.
Oh, come on now. No effing way.
She's mad because we didn't
Is
fall.
that better?
That's what it is.
We didn't fall for it. You guys are supposed to say there's no effing way to put an elephant in the subway. Okay, go ahead, guys. I'm sorry.
I was thinking she was on Common Core English now instead of math. So if you say so, Nadia, okay.
I heard subway and I had to throw that one in. That was
know what? Come to think about it, I don't know if it actually runs off of magnetic levitation, but Seattle has the monorail that was around at the World's Fair in the 60s is still around and operating. I wonder if this is the only one that's still operating today
Let's find out. Let's ask on that
That
one.
we know of, right?
that we know of. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say that Disney has that monorail also.
No, that's true. Yeah. I think they got it from Seattle.
Is that
Just
what
saying.
the bullet in Japan? Is that the bullet train? Is that how that operates too?
No, I think it's a different. I don't know if it's no. It's different because they were doing a research or in the middle of reproducing the magnetic levitation. But I think it may have been just magnetic trains.
I got a yes on that.
On what?
On the Japanese train. Magnetic. You wanted anti-gravity?
And yeah, try anti-gravity. Just wait. Clear out your hands first. Okay.
It's Japan's train anti.
No eagle.
No eagles.
No eagle.
I
thought we were doing shadow puppets. What are we doing?
I have a yes. Anti-gravity.
Yes for magnetic. Okay.
Anti-gravitational.
Ah.
This is cute. The card I pulled up is 2 of Pentacles, and he's tight roping, so he's above, ground, levitating. Yeah.
Nice.
Did it fly out?
Did it fly out? What?
Fly out of your hand.
No, it did not. No, it
Just
did
checking.
not.
Hey, Lee. Good to see you.
Yeah, I love him more. Okay.
That didn't fly out. Okay.
Do you know how we've been talking about dew or the what do they call them?
The direct
messing with the clouds. The
seeding.
Yeah, and how they're doing with the chemtrails. It starts there, but they HARP. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get at. HARP. And they can manipulate the weather. Apparently, this guy had come up with it a long time ago. And he called it the Cloud Buster.
Yep.
Right. I think he did it for farmers because of droughts, and he was trying to create rain.
Mm-hmm.
And they ordered him to destroy it. And then he was jailed, and he died there.
They investigated and destroyed his invention.
Yeah. I'm curious to know if the government stole his invention and that's where HARP came from. Or it was already there and they were afraid that he was going to take credit or something.
Well, you know that evil cannot create anything, so they would have had to have stolen.
Manipulate. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, what I got when you were saying that, Jen, was that his Cloud Buster to them for making a drought. That's why they got angry. So can we pull on that and see?
Yeah.
Because I got that they were trying to make the drought for farmers not to have it. I guess that was that. And reel it in.
Yeah, pull it in.
And that's why they found out he was giving them rain.
The Rain Man.
That's a true Rain Man. While you're pulling on that, I forgot to mention on the hemp products, DuPont didn't want the hemp products because it would mess up on their business.
It all boils down to money and power.
Money, money, money.
It is. They absolutely wanted to take all the hope away from humanity. With the Star card, that's hope and optimism. They didn't want... they're just playing everybody by the fool. They want full control of Gaia. That's all there is to it. Who gets what and when they get it.
So does it say that they were drying out the environment and that, which came first?
Yes, there's your thief and liar, and there's to cause anxiety. I think they thrived on the worry and the fear, just like what they do to us now.
Yeah.
You mess with people's livelihoods, and the elite has said it for years: control the crops and the food, control the people.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. And here I thought that making with the kids, they did even the littles did a science experiment. We made clouds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Like we didn't have enough rain.
Well, it was a couple months ago, so it was no big deal. But now, I'm not making any more clouds.
Yeah, we're not having enough rain here.
In Washington, seriously?
We need more.
Are you having too many sunny days?
Well, in Washington, it only rains somewhat a lot on the west side of the mountains. But on the east side, it's dry. It's a dry heat.
Right. Okay.
Speaking of rain, Dubai. You guys know Dubai?
Not personally, no.
I
Never
believe
been there, but yeah.
Yeah, yesterday they had so much rain, it was the same amount as they would have had yearly. So I'm like,
wow.
what, two teaspoons? No, I'm wondering if they're flooding for a certain reason down there.
And what is it? Man-made flooding, or is it natural flooding?
Harp flooding.
Or unnatural flooding?
And I think it's unnatural flooding. I think they're flooding underground tunnels.
I think the Sahara is supposed to, at some point, become green again.
Yeah, but I think they're flooding underground things because Dubai is all man-made. There is nothing there.
Right.
So I think they found
except the sand.
Except the sands of time.
Yeah, those are justice cards. They're rescuing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're cleaning stuff up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Okay, well, we did the clouds. Okay.
I love it though, because the creator comes in.
It's
He's got his hand on this.
I love it. Oh, we all know that too. We all know it. Yeah. How come it keeps doing that?
Chronal visors.
Oh my God! Stop thinking like me.
Oh no!
How did you know I was going to say that?
We think alike. I know.
Okay, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Chronal visor.
Jen, I was just
who invented it? Yeah, I know you have it written down.
Well, I know what it does, and I know where it is.
Okay, Father Pellegrino Ernetti's.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a pizza place.
Wasn't he a monk?
He was an Italian monk.
Yep.
Oh, we all got it. This is awesome.
And he worked for the Vatican.
And it's in the Vatican. Something that they believe was fake is in the Vatican. Who'd have thought that?
Yeah. And what it does is allowed someone to view any event in history.
Because energy leaves a mark.
Yep.
Wow. You would have thought we went to the same class last night.
I'll let you have the next one. I'll shut up.
Okay. Cold fusion? Is that what was it?
Yeah, I have that one too.
Fleischmann and Stanley Pons.
Andrea Rossi's cold fusion. And hot fusion.
And hot fusion.
Nuclear fusion. Yeah.
I got implosion generator. Free energy based on water and wind. The way the wind would vortex like hurricanes and all that. It was called an implosion generator.
And you didn't have to have the big wind turbines to use the natural wind. It didn't include all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Boy, were we on the same pages here? This is nice.
Harmonic code. Did you do that one?
Which
Harmonic
one?
code.
No, where'd you go? You went to a higher class level.
She went down her own rabbit trail.
Yeah. Edward Leeds-Scallon.
Let me see.
He learned about the Earth's magnetic field and how to harness it.
Okay.
He created the coral castle, and so he would use the magnet and reverse the magnetism and move massive stones. He could carve them and then move them.
Yeah,
The largest one was like 30 tons.
Yeah, and he's 5'6" and 120 pounds.
He's tiny little guy.
He was 5'6".
Yeah. Well, he was
He's
also
not still
120.
5'6".
Well, I mean, long.
We died in 1951, so no. Okay.
Okay, he's not 120 pounds anymore. I'll tell you that one. Okay, well, I found Thomas Henry Morey in 1909. He had a device that extracted energy from the environment. He developed a generator the size of an old AM radio, and he found that the energy was coming outside of the Earth's frequency, like a oscillation.
Mhm.
And so he tried to make 7 patents, and they rejected all of them. And all kinds of government went out to kill him, set out to kill him, including the Russians.
Wow.
So I don't know why the Russians also went after him.
Well, any of the elites, even if they're not from this nation, any nation, but the leaders, the governmental elite, the higher up, like the 1%, they all work together. So, of the head honchos, whether that was the Rothschilds or whoever, Rockefellers, put out an order, this is not allowed. I think any nation would put a hit out on somebody.
So I was curious if was he getting energy outside of Earth? Would that be like the sun's energy or the Schumann energy? I was curious about that.
Well, would it be similar to what Tesla was doing? He would use the ionosphere.
Mm-hmm.
But there's different levels that have different frequencies and energy that come from them. So it could be a combination of both or all of them. Was
that called the Warden Cliff Towers?
Tesla did that. Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, he was scratched because they feared there was going to be no profit from electricity.
Yeah. That's why they gave Edison all the credit for Tesla's work.
Yeah, and it was Tesla that provided the free energy for that first. What was it? Well, it wasn't the first World's Fair, but one in like 1912 or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I am done. I don't know about you guys.
Crystal ball solar concentrator.
Wow.
What? Did you just make that yesterday?
No, in fact, let me see.
This is what he's turning the 8-ball into.
Well, it actually does look like an 8-ball.
Okay.
But it's all like crystal, I guess. And somehow it's able to take solar energy and concentrate it to a certain spot, kind of like a DEW, maybe.
Like a prism, like it direct it to where it wants it.
Strictly solar energy, I guess.
Wow.
Very interesting you came up with that because
you
know how we're spiritually led and let's say Father directs us to a video or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We found this stuff that it's called the Roman dodecahedron. And they found hundreds of these. It looked like a dodecahedron with an opening. I wonder if it had crystals to do that. They were traced all the way from Wales, England to Hungary.
Wow.
And nobody knew what it was for. But I wonder if it was to zap energy.
Wonder, do they use crystals in CERN for that collider?
I would say yes.
I'm getting a strong yes to that.
So I was thinking, I wonder, yeah, I have a yes, Jen. I wonder if they had crystals in that Roman Let me see if I have a picture of it. It's really cool. It looks like those little kid dodecahedrons that you put the battery in and it starts shaking.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it looked like. Yeah, that's what you look like, Dennis. We
My
tried
grandkids do that.
without that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they do. I do have it. Ooh, cool. Let me see if I can send it to you. All right, I sent it. Let's see. It's coming through the mail.
I don't see it. I'm sorry.
Snail mail.
Apparently, I'm not moving fast enough. Okay.
Stuffy left. Or
Yeah.
Stuffy's back.
Stuffy's here. Stuffy went to go get this downloaded.
Stuffy was a bear? Is that what it was?
Let's see. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear,
Yep.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Was he?
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. So Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy.
I love that we can remember our childhood.
Only bits and pieces. I'm at that age now where I'm forgetting things. So. Who are you?
Ooh.
Who am I?
Your twin? Your twin? Who am I? Yeah. You look at me and say, who am I?
Who am I?
Okay.
What are we looking up?
I
Downloading this picture here.
And I'm
Fuzzy
wondering
Wuzzy.
in those holes were there crystals or something. Because how could you find and dig up over 100 of these things, hundreds of these?
It would not surprise me if a lot of the inventions from centuries past were all run off of crystals.
Yeah, I agree.
Atlantean time. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Doesn't it look like that toy?
We used to call these man, these been around for a
I
long
know how
time.
to put a round peg in a square
We called them wobble balls.
Wobble ball? I don't know what that's called.
square hole.
Yeah. I tried to take a quick picture of it, and you could see my play button. Yeah, I mean, can you see if maybe there were crystals in those holes?
Yeah, I'm getting a yes.
Amongst other things.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not the only thing there. Yes, inside. So they put them inside. Let me take this off here.
You know what? I'm getting silver also.
Yeah, there's and I think it was liquid silver. See, because I'm looking at her putting it
nice.
in. Yeah, and here's the magician. You mix all the elements together because this is like original alchemy. That's what. Yeah.
Well, then they would have lids on the holes.
Well,
And
that's
pouring all that in there at first.
It's in the shell, I think.
Jen, can I ask another poll?
Mm-hmm.
Were they trying to change the grid pattern?
Are we doing Bippies again?
Like, you know what? I brought it back. It is
Well,
back.
I've got a lighter somewhere.
I wonder if they were trying to change the grids.
Yes, there's your death card. Slowly change it.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
Ace of Cups. Absolutely.
wow. Interesting.
Yeah, this was their idea. They were hoping to pull it off. Yep.
That's interesting. Yeah, I was thinking because everything was all connected and balanced, they were rechanging those lines. Oh, Quicksilver. Nice, Dragon.
Ooh.
Like it.
Yeah, ran around with Scout.
17 says forest lawn cemetery painting with crystals.
Or should I say galloped around with Scout?
Well, I was looking at the bottom one. Dragonflight said Quicksilver lining. I've heard about Quicksilver, but must do some deep diving there.
Yeah, I don't know how Quicksilver was.
It was pretty quick until it hardened.
Depends on how fast you smack it.
Speaking of silver,
Silver galloped around with Scout.
so I was also looking at older stuff like Damascus steel is obsolete now. That was a trade that they did, that they made Damascus.
Oh, no, it ain't.
They still have Damascus steel?
Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of blacksmiths around here that make knives and swords, and they use Damascus steel.
So I know it's a trade. So they were saying that it became obsolete because those are even now printed instead of blacksmith. So if you're saying it's coming back,
It's expensive, but yes, you can buy it in bricks. Yes, and
Wow.
and blacksmiths will melt it down. Now these fake things, they just print it to make it look like Damascus steel, but no, it still exists, but it is expensive. But we've got family members that are blacksmiths that do forging, and yes, they do use it.
wow, that's pretty interesting. Like it. And there's another one called Lycurgus cup that they found. It's a stained glass cup that whatever you put in it expels the color through the entire room. And it was like a magical chalice, diachronic glass made with nanoparticles of gold and silver. Pretty interesting.
Whatever you put in the cup.
I'm sorry? Whatever you put in the cup.
Put in the cup expands the color.
So for example, like I will fill this cup with red wine.
Okay.
The whole room would be, I guess it's their disco ball or whatever. The whole room would be red.
Wow.
But they said nanotech. And they said it was for the appeasement of the Greek gods.
Huh. Well, that's way to upgrade your healing.
Yeah. I'll put everybody sitting around.
And you just hold up the cup. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I see your ball behind you, Jen, is just absolutely smoking.
Your what? Oh. Yeah, can you imagine my green color for healing? I'd have Gatorade in it. Oh, lime green.
Gatorade. Okay, Gatorade. Yeah. Yes, the oil infuser, Luna the Moon back there. She's a smoking.
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 Thought it was a steam coming out of Jen's ears.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Well, that's all I got for inventions and
So
patents.
if you guys have any questions, go ahead and add it. I think I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, we've got a few in here, and I've got some in the coffee shop. So
I should check mine, shouldn't I?
Marcy's got a couple.
Okay, I don't.
Marcy, I hope you're feeling better with your whiplash.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and put your questions in. I have 5 in the chat.
I don't have any. So.
What?
I don't have any questions.
I think King, when the sun came out, he probably slept.
He's tired.
I wish.
I noticed Nadia and I are wearing the same colors today.
Well, it's I wanted to make sure I stayed like this, so it's
a manifest. The cleavage has the eye in it, right? Okay. All right.
Yes, it does.
All right. Let's jump up here to this coffee page, and Marcy is asking, Yesterday, a bald-headed eagle flew overhead. Is there a message? Thank you. All right.
Duck, dive, dodge.
A bald eagle, not a bald-headed
It says
eagle.
balded-headed eagle, so that might be different.
You got to do the
I'm
5Ds.
picturing an eagle with no feathers on its head.
Oh, goodness.
I was going to do the scene from Dodgeball. Your advice is 5Ds: duck, dodge, dive, and duck.
They're all out looking for Coco.
That was another Coco finding Chicago.
All right. Hello and welcome, Joe Beth. Yep, I've got you started. Okay. From this eagle.
There have been a lot of eagles, and I mean, spiritually, there is a beautiful message for the eagles, but it's not an individual one. I think you guys know the Native American story when the condor gives his power to the eagle rises. Do you guys know about that story?
No, can you tell it while we're waiting?
Yeah,
Listen
go
here.
ahead.
Let me get my drum and play it. It's called the Eagle Condor Dance in the Sky.
Are you going to do it for us? I want to see you do it.
The dance? Let me shake my head off, be the bald eagle.
Okay. Actually, this is a pretty, in general, very American answer. And no, my ego did not step into it.
Your eagle did.
There is hope. This is hope for the future. The star card in this aspect is about having hope and a beautiful outcome. This country is getting right back to the original Constitution contract that we're under. So we are free, independent, and sovereign again. That eagle is absolutely representing America right now. The United States.
That's the story.
Yep.
And I'm sticking to it.
The base card is all the burden is wrapping up. Good. Because we're tired. Yep. All right. All right. Rock's in there cheerleading. You know, show some love. No, you just tell them to throat punch the like button. That's what you're supposed to tell them. All right. All right. Marcy has the second one. She said, oops, was there a message with the eagle? Oh, I think she was trying to repeat it. Yeah, we did that. She said, I have the letter M on both palms. Is there a meaning behind that? And thank you.
Stop eating M&Ms.
Darn.
Okay.
Look, if I can put them upside down, I'll have two W's.
Are you doing? She's like the littles. They're taking a marker and just drawing ABCs. There's your flashcards, cheat sheets for the spelling test, I think. Yes, they're called simian lines. And when you have, some people just have one on either hand, and some people have them on both. I happen to have them on both hands. And it's a representation in palmistry of traits about you. And this one is about being determined, a great leadership role, always pushing forward to get your way. So, but you're truthful, pure of heart, fearless. They're really just personality traits, so that you are full of integrity and you push for truth. But it's also a representation of how intuitive you are as well. So,
nice.
Yep, it's a person. They're called simian lines. But yeah, people with them on both hands are usually stubborn.
No, that have two M's.
Oh no. There are M&Ms in my house, so I'm going to use that as an excuse.
I have one M, but it's an X in the middle. That's the funny part.
I have AI.
I do too.
Robot. We knew it. He's a robot.
Do you know in Islam they say your hands usually have like it's a 21. I don't know how they come up with 21, but with the markings. But a raccoon, when they put their hands up, they have the same marking.
Oh, great. I'm not digging in anybody's trash. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean that's how humanistic their hands are.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, the opposable thumbs. Yeah.
yeah, they can open the door.
Yeah. Okay, let's go up here to the starred questions. Brother Roy has the first one.
Oh, Roy.
Fulham Good Neighbors, okay, has asked me to come in for a chat about joining the trustee board. Will they offer a position to me? Wasn't this part of one of your readings the other day that you were going to start a new adventure, kind of like I don't know, apprenticeship or something? But let's see.
I have a nice yes, Roy. I finally gave Roy a yes.
What?
What? Let me hold on. It's burning.
You know, I'm getting a yes also.
Snyder did too.
Yep,
He
there
did
you
not
have it.
he did not like that yes. It's like,
Well, I'm sorry. That's what I got.
Schneider, come here, Mama.
Wow. This card came up with your message the other day, and that was the Page of Swords. That's learning new education, starting a new like apprenticeship. Yeah.
There
They
you have
want
it.
they want you to come in and see what kind of work you can put in, what you can offer them. And but they are very familiar with your resume. Four of Swords is about they want to see what you can do that you haven't shown them yet. But the Four of Swords is also about presenting the Three of Swords in the back. They're on display. They like what they see. So yeah, sharpen up your resume if you haven't already, love. And the base card is the Ace of Cups. This will be very emotionally fulfilling to you. Yep.
Well, I think we lost Nadia. Nafia, I'm sorry, Nafia.
Nafia. All right.
Well, I don't wonder whatever happened to Narnia.
Narnia, I don't know. Went back in the closet, I guess.
Back in the wardrobe.
Yeah. Frequency of hemp.
It's Nafia.
I don't know how terrible.
What kind of a question is this?
Frequency
Are we asking what is the frequency of hemp?
I don't know exact numbers, but I would think it's up there with like linen.
It is, I believe it's 800s, which is really good. It's very high. And linen is high. Cotton is good, but you got to get the natural cotton.
Yeah, natural cotton and linen are the best, as I understand it.
Hemp and bamboo is very high in frequency. Yeah. But there is one that you cannot put wool and I think it was wool and cotton together. It makes it.
You're not supposed to blend them. Yeah.
They cancel each other out.
Yep.
1:56 your time, Jen. Martina has a question that you haven't got yet.
Okie dokie. Got it. Okay. Bets has the next one. Will world fairs come back around 2026, 27 with new inventions? It's to my understanding they're supposed to.
Yeah. They have these world fair dates pre-planned for so many years from now.
Oh, yeah. It's like the Olympics. They predetermine the city or country it's going to be in and start, because it's a long process.
That'd be interesting that if 2026 has all those inventions that we just read.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That would be pretty amazing.
I just need to drive the back roads and go to these old barns and talk to a few rednecks. I can bring some for show and tell. I'm sure that they've created some things.
Yeah, I got a strong yes on 2026.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be up for months, so it might be 26, 27. And we don't even know if we're in 24 or 25 right now. You remember?
I know where I am. I don't know where you are.
I'm where it's at.
Yeah, they are absolutely. They're going to start all over again with World Fairs. Okay,
Excellent.
so it's a fresh start. So not quite what we're used to. So it's not all about cotton candy and Ferris wheels. It really is about inventions, because that's my Tesla inventor card.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be presenting them of what they have learned and what they've created. They're going to present it to the public. So, that was strong. Okay.
Wow.
159.
Is that Tesla, John?
Whew, must be. That's a high frequency. Whew.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna show you replicators.
Yes, that's another invention.
Just
Oh, yeah.
don't touch the steak.
But I don't know if that. I don't think replicators were something that somebody invented here on
No,
this
they're
planet.
off-worlder now. It's
Yeah.
Stuff.
Much like the med beds.
like a 3D machine, the edible 3D machines. Have you seen those?
No.
It's a 3D machine. You put some kind of gelatin, whatever, and it makes.
3D printer.
It's a 3D printer, but it makes edible food.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wonder how healthy that is for you.
Probably. I understand the replicators are healthier.
Not tastier, healthier, maybe. Not tastier.
I don't even know about tastier, but they're supposed to
I'm telling you.
have
I've
better
seen-
nutrition than what we get now.
Well, I've seen the movie Matrix, and I don't want to go from eating steak to slop and mush. I like oatmeal and grits, but my goodness,
They need to bring back Tang.
Tang. They had Tang. What are you talking about?
You know, I used to Instacart, and there was an order I had that had basically every meal from the 70s. They have Tang. They have the bow tie ice cream cakes. I was like, what time am I in? They had malto meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was so weird that I was like shopping from the past.
Yeah. All right. 17 has the next ones. Can the cards confirm what I've learned about my husband's stomach diagnosis?
Do we let the cards confirm it?
I can't do anything.
Ulcers. Okay. But I will pull cards. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was checking the copy page. Got a couple over there.
There's a lot of worrying. He worries a lot.
Hence why I said ulcer.
Mm-hmm.
Like stress induced, not food induced.
What's this one I want?
Well, thank you, Betsy, for the coffees.
Yeah, he's and not balanced. He's like his basic chakra is not balanced. So everything. So say for example, there's 4 petals on the basic chakra. So if it's not balanced, none of the chakras will be stable. Hence the second chakra, which is the stomach, security, safety, caring for the home, and I think that's where it stems from.
Okay. Yeah. First card that came out is the worry and anxiety. And it's just stress, the thoughts that go through his head. It's been a slow change because there's your death card. It's taken a lot of time to get to where it is, even if he didn't recognize it before. Thought it was something else, but the moon says, nope. Yeah, there's lots of secrets.
Yep.
Lots of secrets, High Priestess. Yeah. He keeps a lot of stuff bottled up.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I hope that resonates if that's what your conclusion was.
I have no idea. I'm going to have to pull a Vippy card.
Again?
Well, she gonna have to wait for the other Vippies because they got in the coffee shop. All right.
I'll type it in. I'll type it in because
All right. Thank you, Bets. And Sue has one. May I have a general reading for the next 3 months? Okay. Yes, you may.
I'll make it very general. Well, while Jen is pulling, I hope you guys found it interesting of these suppressed technologies.
I know I did.
It was very interesting to understand that stuff, and how you had to be careful with our own inventions. He doesn't know whether he wants to go in or out. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Wow. Okay, Sue. Well, the next 3 months, you got a lot of major arcana cards in here. So your intuition, I don't know if you've been doubting yourself. Like a lot of people, they don't have enough trust in their own intuition. You're going to learn to trust it. That you might have a tower moment, okay? And the creator will tend to get you to learn to trust your intuition. You might be tested a little bit. Something's going to get your attention. There's judgment. It's a movement card in order to get you to advance and move forward for ascension, for your future. This is what he's going to test. This is a strong sense. The Queen of Cups is a master of her emotions. She knows when to put a lid on it, and she knows when to put boundaries and be in tune with it. So if you're allowing the ego emotions to interfere and try to convince you that that's what it is versus intuition or vice versa, Creator's going to get your attention by testing you a little bit more. Those are very strong. So sit back and watch it manifest. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. He sits still and he watches for things to happen. So, wow. The base card is Justice. This will help balance you out. You may not like the results, but it's good for you. And trust the Creator. All right. Okie dokie. See, King's sitting back and waiting too.
I just think he's
for the manifesting. Yeah.
I am manifesting.
Okay.
Do we want to pause questions since we're at 108 right
Yeah.
now? All right.
Oh, we'll pause.
There are still
go
some in the
I know.
chat
I'm going to go
room.
get them now because I know Vippy up there is going to say, I won. Okay.
Yep. Vippy will say that. And I know her very well.
Mm-hmm. She got M's on her hand. All right. All right. We got her.
And two up from Nadia's is Terry's. Oh, wait a minute. No, that wasn't it. That could be.
There's one after me.
We're still picking dandelions.
I think it's I think it's Deb.
Stargate Pyramids?
Yeah. I thought there was another one.
There is after
Oh,
Deb.
I'd say. Okay, yeah, it was. Yeah. The panda. All right.
I think I started the panda one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you did. You did.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I'm just going to wait for it to manifest.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll see how it is.
I thought he had his arms crossed when you said trust the universe. He's like,
Nope.
That would be.
Nope.
Mm-mm. All right. 17 has the next one. Was the eagle we saw circling over me and my husband on our road trip a sign? Circled 3 times. Once again, these eagles, I'll
Yeah.
pull cards for your eagle individually, but they all seem to be coming with the same message recently.
It is. It is the same message. It is. I don't know if it's a Hopi story. I don't know where. But there is the dance of the condors now gave its ring to the eagles. I'll have to look it up and figure out where I saw that from.
We're starting, I think the turkey vultures are getting run out. We call them sky chickens. But they're getting run out because the herring, the blue herring, the cranes, they're coming in so thick now. We have 6 at the pond.
You're going to have to take a picture.
Well, if I can get them to sit still long enough.
Well, they always have one leg out.
It was funny because the kids, when the first time little man saw it, he calls, "Is that a blue flamingo?"
I mean, it's so funny. I go looking over there, nothing. I go looking for the turkeys, nothing. I leave and they're taking pictures. Oh, the turkeys are out.
Well, yeah, we see them, but trail cams and stuff, I think the animals have caught on. They're on camera, so now they just traipse through the front yards and they don't get caught. Yep.
They're actually calling.
Okay, so yep, here's your message. Yeah, this is traveling road trip, and you're going to be doing more of this too. Go out and enjoy Gaia. See how beautiful she is. And as far as Gaia as a whole, we have so many reasons to be celebrating in what's coming, because the Fool's Journey is an ongoing process. Mm-hmm. And then we have the 7 of Cups. Multiple things are going to be changing because we're in a very fluid situation. But for you personally, and continue enjoying the road trips. Okay.
I think I'll start celebrating when we're done.
Oh, okay.
Not with this. I mean, with everything.
With a nap, probably.
Well, that too. Right, 20-year nap.
Yeah, she said that the eagle had circled 3 times. Well, you got the 3 of Cups, and that's a celebration card. So be happy. All right, Joe Beth, welcome. An ancestral message. All right. An ancestral message.
Oh, beautiful. I love your picture there. Can you imagine that after our victory, we don't do a victory lap, we do a victory nap? That's what you're going to do, King.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It would be a welcome sight.
Can we eat first?
You can have our tacos first.
Taco Wednesday.
It was supposed to be yesterday.
Oh, wow. Your ancestors are with you. A lot of male energy here. They're always bringing you messages. First of all, you worry too much. The High Priestess, you are a High Priestess. You're very intuitive. You know what you can have contact beyond the veil. You know how to do it. You haven't quite pinpointed how to do it yet. You've got different ways you can. But they're saying you worry way too much. You've got too much anxiety, too much on your plate. But your ancestors are with you. They watch you, and they're trying to guide and lead you, trying to get your attention, but you tend to get a little distracted. But they want to help you through this spiritual journey. Now, the base card is interesting because this is also your star families, meaning off-world families. They do it as well. So I don't know if you do much stargazing or looking up for off-world movement, but you might want to consider listening, paying better attention. They're trying to get your attention to relieve your burden. You got way too much on your plate. They're like, been there, done that. There's no reason to worry. Life shouldn't be this difficult.
Yep.
So if you're a worrywart, they want you to stop. Okay?
Just be a wart.
Just be the wart. There you go. That's real nice. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Going on.
Take a break when you feel like you're starting to worry. Take a break. Find something funny. Think of heartfelt memories. And
Yeah,
that'll
and ask yourself if it's something you can control. Because if you can't
Yeah.
control it, why are you worried about it?
Yep, exactly.
All right. Can I have a general reading, please? Yep. Terry's dandelion hunting. All right.
take a picture. I had so many dandelions in the field. I'm like, Terry, you want to come up here?
We have thousands and thousands of them.
Wow.
I don't see any dandelions out there yet.
It's too depressing for them to be
I
there.
know. But at least the sun's out today.
There you go.
What? You're happy about the sun?
Oh, well, I can take the sun once or twice a week. That's okay.
I thought he was going to say, I don't like looking at dandelions because they remind me of the sunshine, and I don't like it.
I know.
Yeah, just call me Gloomy Gus.
Because
Well, Terry? I don't
Generals
know.
don't want to give a reading, huh?
No, it does. I'm just, this is interesting. Okay. Here we go. All right. The world card comes in. Now, the world is about having a firm foundation. It's a huge victory. Things are going good for you. I'm curious to know if you're going to be working with littles.
ooh.
Because I know what you do for a living. And I'm thinking, are you going to be working with littles? The Queen of Wands, if someone asks you to, that she's full of, you can trust her. She's full of integrity and determined to do it. I don't know if you're thinking about it. Maybe you're babysitting.
Interesting, Jen. I wonder if it's those little girls that she met recently.
Oh,
Could it be a humanitarian project?
Ace of Swords is to the little girls. But the Two of Pentacles, this is about timing. Okay. But you could be working off world in a different density doing this as well. So when you're sleeping, if you sleep, some of us haven't mastered that skill yet.
Terry
Taking
does
care
not.
of the Vulcan children.
Taking care of the Vulcan children.
The Vulcan children, yes.
Terry sleeps one eye open an hour, the next eye open an hour. Yeah, she doesn't sleep there, right?
She does not. So Terry, I would be looking for somebody to approach you about some littles and possibly watching them. Terry, you come on over. You can have as many dandelions as you want.
And kids.
Yeah. Well,
I was going to say, I probably could give her a few, but they're all grown now, so I can't do that.
all right. Mary has the next one. Can I have a general reading for the next 3 months, please? And thank you. Okay.
Generals are busy today.
Yeah.
There's a movement.
Yes, there is.
What are you worried about? Good grief. Y'all worried about way too much.
You know that it's funny that you said that, Jen, because on your oracles this morning, it's funny how we were starting to all venture and move at the same pace. Your cards, everybody's going every direction. It's like they want to leave their growth, spiritual growth, and go back to the old ways.
Yep.
That's what I felt on your readings this morning.
Well, and it's like getting the feeling that people are afraid to get out of their comfort zone. When it starts to feel a little uncomfortable, they back off and then they stop moving forward and they either get stagnant. And this is what these cards are saying, that you're going to get stuck where you're at instead of moving forward. You're going to feel entrapped, okay?
No
Because
fear.
of the fear of the unknown and heartbreak and disappointment. You've got to get a grip on the emotions with that Queen of Cups. So if you're also a worrywart and you've got a lot on your plate, it's okay. You will be emotionally fulfilled. You can slow down and be a little more careful and cautious because the Knight of Pentacles sits back and watches with caution. It's okay. You could tread a little slower, but just don't stop because then you get stuck.
Well, also, I pulled a oracle this morning, and it was about the shaman death, facing the shaman death. And it's not killing your ego or anything like that. But when you go through these changes of leaving stuff behind, you go into a fear mode. But you have to go through the fear mode to realize that there was no fear to begin with.
Right. Yep.
And I think that's where the stumbling block is for a lot of us.
Tom got a little bit bigger today.
What is?
Tom.
Who's Tom?
The turkey? What?
No, the sprite. Tom and Jerry, the two sprites.
We usually
Tom
say Tom
is pretty big today.
I didn't know you named him Tom.
Tom
Well, I
and
knew
Jerry.
Tom and
I
Jerry.
have two of them.
Oh, Tom and Jerry. Okay, Tom and Jerry.
He usually mentions them at the same time, so I'm thinking, do we have a Tom in the chat? What's going on?
Yeah, I only saw one.
And how dare you say how big he's getting?
Wow. That's all right. We agreed. Round is a shape. It's fine.
There you go.
All right. All right. Martina, my friend's husband got his colon back into the body after chemo. He's not feeling good. Is he going to be okay? All right.
That's another one of worrying.
I get yes.
He's gonna be okay,
but he has to work on a lot of therapy. Some type of therapy.
Yeah, and he can't give up.
Yeah.
He
Wonder
can't give up. Yeah.
What he's going through, is it the reaction from the chemo?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I also don't like a lot of the things that he may be hearing from Big Pharma. That could be an issue. He's worried about this fear of the unknown and really wants to give up and quit because he's in a lot of pain. He's uncomfortable. But is he going to be okay? The Ace of Swords, yes. His situation will reverse, okay? He gets to decide when it happens, but this says it will come very quickly once he knows that he's in charge of his body, okay?
I know Martina. Martina, just try to do some sweeping on him.
Yeah, and giving and receiving. I agree with the therapy. Okay, King's doing his sweeping.
All right. He's better now.
Okay.
Giving and receiving. So, yeah, lots of encouragement, too.
Support.
Don't let him give up. All right. Terry, are pandas real? Are they man-made? Well, pandas are real, I think. Well, let's see.
Just because they're cute.
Yes, they're real.
Do you want to know if they were a hybrid that was made by man?
Okay, that would make sense.
Hybrid made
You know what? I get a strong yes to that. They're hybrids.
Yeah, hybrid made by.
Maybe a cross between a black bear and a polar bear.
And then you gave them two black. What is it?
This is Secrets of the Deep State. So they are man-made, but we are supposed to enjoy them. The divine way accepts them.
Yeah, they're fun. Just watch them. They don't even care. Guys, if you want to know how not to have anxiety, try to be a panda.
They're cute.
Well, I got the shape.
Hold on, let me give you the black eyes. Now you're a panda.
Okay. And we end on Miss Vippy today.
Ooh, now you got one after with Deb. Deb is after me.
Okay, hold on.
You can end and then begin.
And wow, I love new
And
books.
begin.
All right, let me find Deb's.
It's just a few after this. It's a technology question.
Okay. It's not asking Jules if she had tacos. Okay.
No, well, I wrote that. I should have wrote burritos because she said Jules had to run.
Well, depends on what you're putting in the burrito, whether or not you can run.
Okay. There we go. Got it. All right, Nadia. Schneider has been acting strange today. Any messages? Look in the mirror at his owner.
He should be happy or strange. Yeah, I mean,
he's doing cartwheels. All right, let's find out what's going on with our boy. Is the weather freaking him out?
no, he gives me a dead stare, and I know he's really saying what I think I know what he's saying is what I want clarification for. And I think it's Schneider, not Schneider.
Is this all I get?
The sun? Are you done with the sun?
No. I mean, Schneider is telling you. Is this?
Are you not letting him outside?
Say it again.
Are you not letting him outside?
I send him out. He wants to come in. I send him out. He wants to come in.
Well, you're sending Schneider out, and
He wants me out, and I can't.
Oh, Schneider wants to stay in and let you out. Isn't that like a Fred Flintstone thing?
Yeah, he told me to go potty, and I said no.
Well, he's got a little anxiety. That's
Yes,
why he wants you. Yeah. This is action. Ace of Wands. He wants to go outside. There's your doggy. He wants to look up. He wants to admire things. So he's confused. He doesn't know why you won't go with him. This is movement because that's judgment. He's trying to get your attention because he needs protection. He's got some anxiety there.
That's why I don't think it's not Schneider. Is it Schneider that has the anxiety?
Well, with the moon card, he may think something's going on up there. He's not seeing what it really is. And he's confused.
Well, okay. Is he confused because there are some new angels around me? Is that what he does? He's not comfortable with.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Schneider.
Oh, wow. He thinks the new angels want to fight. Okay.
They do, but not for.
I think he's thinking that they're negative and they're not.
No, I know they're armored up, but yeah, it's not for him or me. It's for us to.
Yeah. Oh, lovey's hard. He just needs a little reassurance. All right. All right, Deb.
Deb gets the last one.
Anyone heard of is it Wave or WAV?
Wave Watch.
Wave Watch for healing.
Or in German,
I have not.
It's the Wave Watch.
Or Vivwatch.
That was my Wave Watch.
Oh, okay.
It's 1 o'clock.
Well,
2 o'clock.
I haven't heard of it, Deb, but I'll pull cards to see if it's good or trustworthy.
Other uses.
I think it's like a portable rifle machine, but I don't know if it's really reliable yet.
I'm getting it's not what we expect it to be. Not necessarily for healing specifically, but may have other uses.
I don't know that I would get some more information on it. Absolutely. Yeah. Because the moon card comes in here again, and that can be illusion, that it doesn't do what it says it does. I do agree with you, King, that it does do other things, because the death card, that's a slow change into something. So whatever they're saying it does, it doesn't. It does something different. But my question is it positive?
That's what that's exactly what I got. I'm thinking with the frequency. I'm thinking of the 5G something.
Lots of secrets, gives anxiety and worry.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not getting a complete positive on it.
So I don't think I would trust it. I pulled one more, 7 of Wands. I'd stand up against it. I wouldn't trust it.
Wave it goodbye.
Yep. There's your Wave Watch. Bye-bye, Wave Watch.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Do you want to do any more questions, or are we done? I'm good for another half hour.
Well, I am not.
Just I'm tired.
Yeah, he needs a nap.
I got to sleep at 8 o'clock, or fell asleep at 8 o'clock last night, woke up at 2, and I've been up ever since. So
I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Well, my oracles have been late the past couple of mornings because it takes me, I have to get up even earlier just to get my voice to work again. So doing the tea and gargling and
that's the third thing that goes.
That's the third thing that goes.
Yeah. Everything else is gone.
You know,
little man.
If you get up in the morning and go outside, your voice will come back, you know.
Those are my bones. Creak, creak, creak. No rooster. We do have those that wake us up too, though.
I love those. I love the sound of that.
All right. Okay. So, King, do you have a show tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
I have decided to go along with retracting some of the shows now to maybe 1 or 2 a week.
Okay.
Instead of 3 or 4.
All right.
And hopefully that'll give me enough rest. My next show is on Sunday.
Okay. So you guys will roundtable it Friday. We're going to the vet, and so I will not be here. So you all do potpourri and enjoy.
What about next week? Do we have an idea?
Yeah. I've got Monday. King, you're doing Tuesday? Private?
No.
No.
No, I'm not.
And let's see. King's hosting Wednesday. I'm hosting Friday. Yeah. So do we have a topic? That's the question.
Will you be here on Wednesday if King's hosting, Jen?
Yes. Yes, I will be here Wednesday.
Do we want to do, I know you're going to let Tartarian. Tartarian, we really need to touch on that. And
No, we don't.
Okay, Templar. Let's do the
Well, what about it do we, because we've done it
Knights
before, but
Templar.
what are we focusing on?
Which one, Tartarians
Yeah.
or the? Yeah, we did do it, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 or
we
3
did.
times.
I'm just curious as to whether or not the Tartarians came up with the tartar sauce.
Are they coming back then? Because I don't know why it's been on my mind lately.
I think they're amongst us anyway.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to get some ideas of what we can work on, that or the Druids, but I think we did do
We did the Druids also.
I guess I got.
Are we running out of ideas? I'm sure we can come up with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask little man. See what he
Yes,
wants.
little man.
What topic should we do?
Spider-Man.
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 Hi, little man.
Oh, Lee says Antarctica.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an excellent point. Yes, good.
Antarctica?
Yeah, we may have touched on it briefly, but
Okay.
there's so much more going on there, I think.
Well,
Both poles, actually, north and south poles.
Interesting.
Antarctica it is. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Now, when you put that thumbnail up, you just going to write study in Antarctica or the mysteries of, not that South non-existent thing. The label is very
we
important.
are going to discuss Antarctica and the South Pole.
Yes,
It's the same
baby.
thing.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
The mother of the North Pole.
Antarctica.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. We got a topic. That was quick. Thanks, Lee.
Little man is summoning me.
All right.
All righty.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you on Friday.
All there is to know about Antarctica, is that it for Wednesday?
Gonna go out rocking the headband.
There we go.
There you go.
I'll be changing headbands. All right.
I want to be.
The oracles, or no? You've already done them actually today, haven't you?
Well, I did those. I have the show oracles if you'd like those.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be listening because I got to listen to my son and go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Your son is begging you to take him outside now and not Schneider?
I just expect, well, that's where the man fest is.
That is my son.
I expect her to go out and start rocking like air guitar now. Okay.
I feel like Guns N' Roses. I'm like, all right. All right.
Willie Nelson. Okay.
Bye. Lots of love.
All right. Love you, honey.
Bye.
All right. Let's see. Angel of Abundance today. Employment change. Somebody's going to be changing their job. Now, it could be volunteer work. It could be charity. It could be something that you're involved in, but it says your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. So I know Linda just got a new job and Roy's got something knocking on his door. So maybe, yeah, those are meant for you guys. All right. Archangel today is Archangel Muriel. Trust your own wisdom. Have faith in your psychic impressions. There you go. A little lotus flower. All right. You have emotional sensitivity and faith in your intuition. If you're sad or grieving, have compassion for yourself and treat yourself gently with respect. However, it's time to move on. Remember that your emotions are powerful. Don't let them hold you back. Rather, let them propel you forward into the new. Ask for help if you need it, and trust that when you feel pulled in a certain direction or enthusiastic about something, it's an angelic guidance drawing you onto the pathway that is right for you. You got to remember to give yourself mercy and grace But don't baby yourself either. Sometimes you got to be tough on yourself to move forward. All right. Sacred Forest is the rainbow waterfall of miracles. That's beautiful. Everyday miracles are occurring around you. Watch for and embrace them. Let go of fear and doubt. As you notice and accept the small wonders in your life, greater gifts will grow around you in spectacular ways. Be open to receive them. Yep. We got to stop backsliding. All right. We'll end on the chakras today. We start out with the root chakra, and that is soulmate. Your soulmate. This card indicates changing old communication patterns and being open to a new way of interacting. You may no longer be able to have conversations that don't sustain your authenticity. Freedom lies ahead, better than you can imagine. All right. I think a lot of our different patterns are changing. I wish they wouldn't mess with the sleep part, but they do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The second.
Hopefully, we'll have plenty of sleep when we get to the fifth dimension.
That's right. All right. Crown chakra today is of faith, and we do need to remember to have that. We're all wounded. Some wounds are recognized easily while others are not. Forge ahead and do not allow your pain to hold you back. You are meant to inspire others, and if you do not carry on, they will suffer. It's time to deliver your message. Gotta have faith. Gotta remember our creator. And today we end on a very busy card recently, solar plexus, and it's of abundance. Gold represents the power of the mind to choose. One choice may be wise and the other foolish. Choosing well may involve temporary sacrifice in order to gain your desires. Remember that you can always make a new choice. Remember, you can always backtrack. Not really mistakes. They're just wrong paths. Just go back the other way. You'll be all right. All right. That's your oracles for the show. And I will have tomorrow morning's up. And then they will see you Friday.
All right. Well, you bring plenty of Band-Aids with you when you take the cats to wherever you're taking the cats.
I'm going to just put myself in bubble wrap. You'll hear pop, 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 pop all the way there. It'll be all right.
All right. Love and light to all.
Yes. Love and light, guys. You guys go have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, indeed. Bye.
Bye.